Good morning, students. Welcome back to biology classes. We are discussing tissues. Yesterday part we have seen the types of muscles. Now in this part we are going to discuss another type of tissue is nerve tissue. Nerve tissue. So nerve tissue, under that we have to know the structure of the nerve cell. Understand? Nerve tissues. The nerve tissues are the tissues where playing a key role in the conduction of information from sense organs to the nervous brain. At the same time, from brain they are bringing back information to the nervous system, to sense organs, where it helps in responding towards to the changes occurs in the environment. Understand? So nervous tissue are the tissues that helps to carry them information from sense organs to the brain. At the same time, they bring back message towards to the sense organs to respond towards to the changes which is occurs in the environment. Understand? If it's sudden rains, what we will do? We will running under safe area. Understand? If it is very hot, what we will do? So in such any changes which is occur, or if you find a dog barking towards you, what will you do? Or if a snake is coming towards you, what will you do? So in any kind of such changes, why? Because this additional thing is which is entered into our environment that allows us to find the safe or the good environment area. Understand? That's why the nerve tissues are the very important, that helps in the carrying of information towards to the central nervous system or brain. Understand? That is what. So nervous tissue. So tissues are conducts information from sense organs to brain and from the brain back to the sense organs. Understand? So what they used to do is they used to conduct or carries the information from sense organs to the So what they are doing is they carries the information or they conducts the information from where to where, from sense organs to the brain. That is the first thing. Once it is message is reaches to the brain is giving reply back message. What type of messages we give, for that it is giving return reply, and that helps us to protect ourselves from the bad weather conditions or bad environmental conditions. That's what the nervous tissue is playing a key role in the conduction of information. In nervous tissue, if you observe, there is a variety of cell called as neuron. What it is called? Neuron or nerve cell, that plays a key role in the conduction of information in the nervous tissues. Understand? So neuron or nerve cells which are playing a key role in the nervous tissue that helps in conduction or carrying of information from sense organs to the brain, again from brain to the sense organs. Understand? And the neuron or the nerve cells which are carrying the information. So these are called as, the neuron or nerve cell is called as structural and functional unit of nervous system. Understand? So what is neuron means? Neuron or nerve cell is structural and functional unit of the nervous system, and which carries the information from sense organs to the brain, again from brain to the sense organs. This is what nervous tissue. Let us see the structure of the neuron. So neuron structure, if you observe how it is. If you observe the structure of the neuron and nerve cell, it is looking like a branched tree. Understand? And if you observe the nerve cell consisting of mainly three parts, like this part is called cell body. Understand? Within this structure, what do we call as cell body? It is consisting of mainly three parts: cell body, dendrites, axon. These are the main parts of the nerve cell. Now let us see. If you observe, this structure is called cell body. Understand what it is called? Cell body. And if you observe the structure of the cell body, it is consisting of cytoplasmic. How the cell is consisting of, like that it is also consisting of cytoplasm. And where in the center of this neuron, it consisting of nucleus. What it is called? Nucleus. This part, what do we call as nucleus? Understand? That is the thing. And next, if you observe, surrounding of the nucleus, we can find some granules like structures are called granular structures. And these are called as Nissl granules. Here is the nucleus, and surrounding of the nucleus, the consisting of granules, and what they are called as Nissl granules. What is they are called? Nissl granules. Understand? So they consisting of granules surrounding of the nucleus, and they are called as Nissl granules. And these Nissl granules are the modified of endoplasmic reticulum. Understand? These are the modification of the endoplasmic reticulum. And not only that, Nissl granules, it consisting of all other components of the cell which is found in the cell body. Understand? So this cell body is also called as cyton. What it is also called as a cyton. This is what a cell body. And the cell body consisting of some branched structures which are originated from the cell body, and they are called as dendrites. They are called dendrites which are originated from the cell body. So the branched structures which are originated from the cell body are called as dendrites. What is they are called? Dendrites. These dendrites which are looking like the roots or the branches of the tree. Understand? And these spreaded or originated structures which are found on the cell body, they are connected to the next adjacent neurons which is found here. Understand? Here they are connected to the another nerve cell. That is the important thing. And what is the function of this one? Is the dendrites which are connected to the, this is the adjacent nerve cell where its ending is present, and it consisting of nerve endings. These nerve endings of an nerve cell are also called as axon ending and or nerve terminus. This nerve terminus is connected to this. Understand? So the dendrites of one nerve cell are connected to the axon end of adjacent neuron, and which helps to carry the message from the axon to the cell body. So the message is always transferred from nerve ending to the dendrites. So from the dendrites to the axon, because in one more cell which is having dendrites, from these dendrites it is reaches to the nerve ending. Is it or not? Like that, the dendrites are connected to the axon ending or nerve terminus, where they collect the information, and that information from the dendrites it goes to the cell body. From the cell body, the information is travels to the one more structural originated from the cyton or cell body, and what we call as axon. What it is called? Axon. And this axon which is extended and to form as a so this is what a nerve ending or axon it is called. What it is called? Axon. This axon end towards and form as a branch like structure where it consisting of knobs. Understand? Nerve endings it is called. And this nerve ending is connected to the dendrite, and dendrites again to the cell body towards to the axon. If you observe, this axon is covered by a protective sheet called as myelin sheath. What it is called? Myelin sheath. axon consisting of myelin sheath. Understand, that is the thing. And if you observe the axon, it is also consisting of this myelin sheath consisting of cells, and these cells are also called as the cells which are present in the myelin sheath are called as, what are they called? Schwann cells. What they are called? Schwann cells. And what is the function of the myelin sheath is that helps in conduction of message to travel through this axon. Understand? That is electric charges passing through this nerve cell. For that passage of electric charge or electric impulse occur through this myelin sheath, and this myelin sheath was secreted or produced by these Schwann cells. That is the important thing. Understand? The Schwann cell helps in the production of this myelin sheath, and which is turned up to covered up to nerve ending. Nerve ending or axon terminus we can call. And if you observe, this myelin sheath is not continuously arranged. There in between you can find the gap. Gap is present. I have seen this gap, and this gap is called as nodes of Ranvier. What it is called? Nodes of Ranvier. Understand? This is what we can see the typical nerve cell structure. If you observe the nerve cell structure, the nerve cell consisting of mainly the cell body, dendrites, and axon. These are the main parts of the nerve cell. Understand? So the cell body consisting of the nucleus, where it is surrounded by these granules called as Nissl granules, and which are modified endoplasmic reticulum, and it is also consisting of cytoplasm, where all the cell components are found in the nerve cell. And if you observe, the cell body consisting of some structural origin, and what they are called as dendrites. These dendrites are connected to the nerve ending of adjacent cell. This is one nerve cell and this is adjacent cell. These two are connected through these dendrites. Understand? And from there they collect the information passed to the cell body. From the cell body it is passing through the structural origin. What do we call the axon? This axon is consisting of an ending called as axon ending or terminus ending, and which is covered of a sheath called as myelin sheath. If the myelin sheath is present, means they are called myelinated neuron. If myelin is not present, means non-myelinated neuron. That is what you can see the difference. The myelin sheath is secreted by or produced by these Schwann cells, and through this myelin sheath electric impulse is passed through the nerve ending or axon terminus, and from these knobs, from the axon knobs, the information is transferred to the dendrites. Again here you can see the dendrites which are found in adjacent neuron. In this way, the nerve cell is structural and functional unit of the nervous tissue, which our brain is completely consisting of some millions of neurons. That is, these nerve cells are found in the brain also. That's what, by this we have completed the chapter tissues, and different types of plant tissue I have discussed, and different types of animal tissues also I have discussed. Next part we will start with a new chapter. Understand?